Probably one of the bright young pitchers in the game right now. Liam Hendriks, all-star reliever. That sounds pretty good, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like the fact you called me young, too. That's exciting.
It all starts with this little baseball right here. First of all, you have big hands, small hands?
I got okay hands. I mean, I wouldn't call them big, I wouldn't call them small.
You were telling me earlier, your fingers aren't very straight, so it's kind of funky how you hold the baseball?
Yeah, so I've broken most of these fingers just by jarring them or dislocations and stuff like that playing football as a kid. And yeah, the way I grip the ball apparently is a little odd to some people.
Let me see how you grab your fastball.
So I throw a four-seam fastball, and the way it works is like you look, see there, it's just a little curved. It's
okay.
The way around, I always try and keep them close together. It's nice and tight, and make sure the fingers are on the seam.
Strike three called on the outside corner. Just a good hard overhand four-seam heater.
And that is a high-octane fastball.
Breaking ball, how you hold your breaking ball?
Got my slider, which is my main one, which I put the joint right there, right onto the horseshoe.
Okay.
And it's depending on what I'm throwing. That's the put away one. If I'm throwing a bigger one, it's a little bit bigger. Just get a little bit more break on it. It's a little bit slower. But my main one I throw is just that one where it's there, and it's just there and twisting the doorknob.
Hard slider, nasty stuff from Liam Hendriks. Strike three called Liam Hendriks. There's your story today.
The best part about being a reliever is
the camaraderie of the 7 guys or 8 guys you're out there with. Like, I love being in a bullpen. Like, a bullpen is just, you've got 8 guys and you're all joking around, you're all laughing at each other, sometimes other expenses, sometimes it's your expense, and it's just that brotherhood out there where you're sitting so far away from the rest of the team for so long. You kind of just, it's a band of brothers out there. Like, we have bullpen dinners where we all go out and get a meal with each other in different cities, and it's just, that's my favorite part about being in the bullpen.
Growing up in Australia, do you remember your first, your favorite player in the big leagues?
Favorite player in the big leagues. So in Australia, we didn't get too much baseball. So I used to shadow at a gym where you used to have to ride the bike to get the audio of the gym on the TV that was on the screen in front of you. So I'd be pedaling along, and for whatever reason, we got a lot of Phillies and Cardinals games. It just happened to be that way. So I grew up watching, this is when I was still starting, so I grew up watching Adam Wainwright and Chris Carpenter, and they were the 2 guys that I really focused on. And I've had a chance to meet Wainwright a little bit and talk to him, and it's just it's a pretty cool experience being able to meet guys that you kind of grew up watching and grew up idolizing.
Do you have a moment that when you were out on the big league mound that you realized, man, I'm here, like I made it?
For me, I don't think I'd really classify it as making it until probably halfway through 2015, and I've already got, I've been up and down for the last 4 years at this point. But halfway through 2015, I'm just on the mound, and all of a sudden I'm like, look, I'm coming into a big situation in a tight race. I was facing A-Rod, and it was a bases loaded 2-out game with a tied game in September when we're leading the Yankees by half a game or a game and a half. Coming into a situation like that, like I've got the faith of somebody like the manager to come into this situation. That was the time where I realized, like, no, like this is, I've made what I'm trying to do. I've become a guy who they can lean on in this certain situation, and that was a surreal experience to me. And then I was lucky enough to strike him out, and then screamed my lungs out, and then I think I blacked out a little bit after that.
Strike 2 pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out.
Liam Hendriks strikes out Alex Rodriguez. A nasty slider.
Well, I'll tell you what, you got this baseball thing figured out. Liam Hendriks, all-star pitcher for the A's.